Yes.
Hey guys, hey, it's us. We're back again on the Cofield Late Night Happy Hour Show. It's the AA meeting. We are almost adulting here. I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. I've got Detroit Lenny with me up on the top. Next to him is Cameron Ross. What's going on, guys?
What's happening?
Just making it. Just out here.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Taco Tuesday. Did anyone have a taco today?
I did not.
I feel like I should have now. I didn't really think about it.
I had
just
Subway. I don't think that's a thing.
I had, I think we had some kind of chicken, baked chicken substance and some scalloped potatoes. They were really good, but not taco.
But not tacos. Yeah. So there's that.
So there's that.
So actually, speaking of food, my day started off in like this crazy way. One of my best girlfriends lives in Bellingham, Washington. And first of all, she calls me, but I'm doing the morning wood show, so I don't pick up. Then I'm noticing like texts, like call me immediately. I think someone's dying. Like I think something's serious. I get on the phone with her. She's had like a parasite in her stomach for a week and a half, right? She ate sushi with her boyfriend. A week goes by. She's like, I think I've got parasites in my stomach. I can't eat this whole deal. So today she goes and cleans her septic tank out, and there's like tons of larvae in it, like all these little fly, maggot, bug things that are now in her septic tank. Like I didn't even know this was a thing. Like this is a thing. I don't ever want to eat again. This was so gross. Have you guys heard of this kind of thing before? I mean, I know you could get parasites.
But I will say, this is like the third time I've done this, and this is the worst start we've had so far.
No, it's not. No, for the record, no, it's
for
not.
me, since I've been here.
And
for the record, it probably won't be the that's like a challenge.
Yes.
So,
I would take
tune in next week, guys. It can't get any worse.
Challenge.
Challenge.
No, I had no idea that was a thing. Like, what do you do to fix it?
So, well, that was kind of why I wanted to bring it to the chat, was to ask anybody. She lives in Bellingham. She's kind of like a hippy dippy chick. And so she's like, so I call my healer and I'm drinking beet juice and I'm drinking apple cider, things that these parasites hate. And nothing's killing them. And I'm like, go to a doctor. Like, what are you doing right now? Something is it's living inside of you. You are a host right now. Like you have to get this out of you. I don't know. I thought maybe someone in the chat might have a solution to this. And also it's going to roll us into our next topic of discussion.
I've never heard of that. And, I don't even think I could wish something like that on somebody. That is.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's just.
It's really bad.
That's I mean, I've heard of people get food poisoning, whatever, this, that. I mean, my wife has been passing a kidney stone. She has issues with kidney stones. She's been passing a kidney stone since like Thursday, like going through it. And I feel bad for her. Just, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, that kind of pain. And I don't know. I've never heard of that though, something like that, but in her septic tank. So did she get this from her septic tank or something she ate?
Well, how does the water get into your septic tank, right? Like you poop it and you puke it in there. So that's what she's trying to figure out, is like, because she cleaned it out 2 weeks ago or whatever. She said, she's like, it wasn't in there then, but it's in there now. So now she's thinking that all this stuff that's in the septic tank came from in her, and now it's in there.
Well, Stephen Lambert, if you were eating, you're not now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
So,
I've never heard of that.
So basically what you're saying is she thinks she shit bugs into her septic tank?
Yeah, like whatever's in her stomach has gone through the toilet and is now there.
Well, isn't that what it's supposed to do?
Huh?
But isn't that what it's supposed to do? It's like supposed to, flow. I mean, that's the shit is supposed to be in the shit container kind of thing.
Well, she doesn't drink, and I was like, well, we know tequila kills worms, so like, girl, I'm bottoms up.
Cheers.
It's Taco Tuesday.
There's
a margarita special somewhere.
Right. I do not have no bugs in me. Cheers.
Feeling good.
God, yeah.
Feeling
Here.
Like,
she has she lives in like a bohemian little trailer. So she has a little trailer, and she has to do her septic tank. That's what how I understood it.
I
Did
agree.
she have an
Brady.
anaconda in her septic tank? A third party, so why'd she?
Her anaconda don't want none.
One none
She's
that you got fun, son. I'm all over that. That's the first thing I thought of too.
Oh.
No, her crystal did not cleanse her colon either.
So it sounds like we gotta like. Oh my God, is this Tim or Nick? Which
It's Nick.
It's gotta
Nick
be.
Remember we were telling you guys about the twins that come on our show? This is one of them. This is Nick Earl.
He's
so
going
thanks
to bed.
for stopping in, Nick. Yeah, he's
Thanks.
like, but I'm out.
It's way past his bedtime.
Sleep good,
Life
bro.
will find a way.
Yeah. Doesn't he have to like get on the bus in the morning?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like college
school.
life.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
a
go to
college
school.
life, man. I don't know. Dean, she
Oh, my
didn't get that
goodness.
from sushi. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I've heard like I know that sushi and seafood can have parasites in it. Like that's a thing, but I didn't know that like they I guess lasted so long.
Right. Okay, so question.
I don't know.
If it came out of her, because she's like the way you're talking, there's like a lot
Just
of them.
stop right there. Just stop right there. If it came out of her.
Right.
Just say, go
God
ahead.
bless whatever her name is.
Yeah, I don't even want to say her name.
She doesn't need a healer. She needs a fifth of tequila and that worm to kill the other worms, and then like a doctor.
A new septic tank.
Yeah, she needs
a new toilet.
Jesus, she needs all kinds of stuff.
All kinds. I'm not.
You said she lives in a trailer.
Yeah, like this. It's a really cute little.
She better hook it to a truck and move. Yeah, just move. Get out of there.
That's like those memes. Do you ever see those memes with the spider, and then the wife's like, "Okay, we have to move. We found a spider in the back." That's how my wife is. If she sees a spider, it's like, "Okay, I'm gonna burn the house down." And I'm like, it's not even like it's just like a, it's a spider. Calm down.
Yeah, that's how my girl is. She can't take a bug.
Yeah, we're burning the house down. We're moving out of state.
Mine is just cockroaches, but I have like 75 different things I spray at a cockroach. Like there's the hairspray round.
Specifically cockroaches, because unfortunately here where we are, we have trees and stuff. I know you in Vegas, you don't have that. And grass.
Palm trees. We have palm trees.
No, we have like trees. Like trees. Yeah,
trees.
Like you can climb in them trees.
Stop.
Right. You can climb in them trees.
Go on.
But bugs are a thing here, especially in the summertime. And they try to like get in the houses and stuff. And Danielle and my mom, they just, and my little girl, she sees a bug on the ground. She's carried. She's 8 years old and she comes up to me doing this. Just come on, pick me up, big fella.
Yeah. Time to go. The world is ending. Chicken Little.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up.
Sky is falling. It's the end of the world. Right.
It's over. It's over.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't like to be a girly girl about bugs. I'm cool with spiders and stuff like that, but when it comes to a cockroach, yeah, I can't. It's the beetle bugs that freak me out, like the and cicadas, aren't those like locusts, cicadas?
So they have a thing in Michigan where I grew up. They have on the East Coast, like St. Clair Shores area, kind of southeast Detroit, kind of whatever. They have these things called fish flies, and you can Google them. It's probably a whole nother topic for a whole nother show. But these fish flies come in once a year, and they like swarm everything, and they're like a moth, but not weird, looking, disgusting. I don't suggest Googling, but you should Google them. But they like cover everything. And like my cousin who lives in this St. Clair Shores, which is right on the lake and everything, and they cover like you can't get in. Like your car, there's accidents up and down Jefferson and the street, like the main drag there. And because there's so many of them on the street, you go to stop real quick, you will slide.
Look on the road.
Yeah, on the road.
My God.
Like and they attracted to light. So if you have, God forbid, you have to stop for gas because the whole thing is just covered, and it's something out of like a horror movie or whatever. But that's what that reminds me of. But fish flies, cicadas.
I'm not that kind. Brady's Mark DATC is saying I missed the crickets. It was a way better plague than the Rona. Remember the crickets, man? Like Dude, I was in Colorado at the time that the crickets invaded Las Vegas, and I straight told the ex, I'm like, we're not going back until this is over. Like we're not going there. There's
Not
no way
happening.
I
So
can
we live in
handle
Colorado
it.
now.
Why the hell would we go in there? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
we live in Colorado now.
We live here now. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
it.
Forever.
Forever. But yeah, luckily that did go away. Well, it kind of was opening. Oh gosh, sorry. I just got like a whole vibe of crickets. I got a little bit sweaty right there.
I know. I'm like, oh, yeah, no. We should. Are you trying to segue into this Tigers pitcher guy?
Yeah. So I was going to move
100%. That's where we're going.
into the Tigers pitching guy.
Should have never sent her this article.
This blew my mind, and it just kind of worked with puking and having parasites in your stomach. But Lenny sends me this text, and he's like, only in Detroit. Like, did you guys see I know Lenny saw it. Cam, did you see the Tigers pitcher?
Yeah, I saw
Poor rookie guy, 5th inning.
Yeah, and then he walked a couple, gave up some hits, puked on the field, and they sent him back to the minors. Neat. This was fun.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. He ain't ready. You know, I mean, yeah. He was good. Like he loaded the bases, then he struck a guy out, and then he had 2 bases out, and then he walked a guy for loaded. Then he struck another guy out, and then it was loaded bases, 2 outs, and you saw him like he was coughing. Real, you know.
Yeah, it was like a little bit at first. Yeah, it was like a little bit.
And he stopped, turned around, threw a freaking 91-mile-an-hour slider, came in great. Like, you know, it was full. And then they came out to the mound, and he just, projectile.
And homeboy at the plate. What was his name at the plate? Because he's like,
Mercedes or whatever from the
Mercedes. Yeah.
He's like, y'all better come get your dude. Like he's dying. COVID or some shit on the mound. Like it was all bad. I don't know. I sent you the article. I don't know if people could pull it up, but the picture, it's all bad.
I saw it, and
I sent it to Cofield.
It was terrible because he was battling so hard to not.
He was.
But he had the I'm fixing to puke, force your face, and it was just a little bit. And he tried to spit like it was nothing. But it looked like he had rinsed his mouth out. It wasn't like a little spit. It was gross.
Yeah. So the funniest part is I'm in a group chat with 4 guys from back home. That one guy lives in Arizona, one guy lives out here, a couple guys from Detroit. We're just all talk sports group chat. And I was not watching the game, and I knew we were getting lit up. I think we lost that game 15-2 or some crap or something, whatever.
50?
And 15. I think it was 15 or 13. It was something bad, but
because it was 10-2 in the 5th when he got pulled. It was already 10-2.
They went through 10 pitchers, 2 pitchers that weren't even pitchers, third strings. Yeah, exactly. So they knew it was over. But the greatest part was I got a text from one of my buddies and said, "Did you see that?" And that's all it said. And I'm like, immediately I turned on the Tiger game because that's the only real team we have playing right now. You know, it's the Wings, Pistons, whatever. So I turned that on, and they won't show the highlights. You will show me homeboy's leg getting snapped in the UFC.
Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, you'll show me all that stuff, but you won't show me this guy throwing up. So I'm YouTubing. I'm going back. Then my buddy sends me a link, or he was videoing, or I don't know, somehow he sent it to me. And I'm like, oh my God. It was something out of the Goonies or some shit. It was a bad B-rated movie. And he just turned, and you saw him. If you really looked at it, he was about to throw up for an inning and a half.
A while.
He was fighting it. Yeah. You know. Yeah, he went through 9 pitchers in 9 innings.
No, he was
still couldn't win tonight.
And then the announcers were so nonchalant. Oh, I think he might be sick. Yeah.
Yes.
He's dying.
And couldn't the Tigers wait till a day to send him back?
Right.
They have to do it that night. Hey, dude, get out of here. They rolled up the crosses and sent his ass back to Toledo.
They basically told him, hey, turn your shit in and get out of here.
Right. Yeah.
Before you puke on anything else.
Keep the uniform. Keep the uniform.
Do not pass go. Right. Don't turn in your uniform. We don't even want that shit back. Just right
go.
out there's a car outside waiting. Just go. You know,
He probably had to drive his own car. He probably didn't even get a ride.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I wish they would do that to some of those players. Like with some of these relievers that they come in, it'd be great if they just said, "No, you're off." Like not off the, you're off the freaking team. Leave.
There's like a 94 Tacoma outside for him. Just
yeah. Security comes and gets him from the mound. Like stadium security, sir. We have to ask you to leave now. Wait, what? Well, you can't throw up on the mound.
Unfortunately, sir, you don't work here. So.
And then what do they do with that? Because it's like.
I was wondering that too. Like,
dirt on it. Just rub some dirt on
it. How about the next guy that's gonna come out there on that mound and he's like,
well, as an umpire, I think of like running into second position, like when you go from like A, B to C when you're in your positions. Like, well, I guess they're different because they don't move around in the pros.
Yeah, but still,
you stay in your spot. But
how do you think the second baseman feel thinking, oh my God, if a ground ball comes to me, it's probably covered in puke.
Yeah. Or
you gotta pick it up and it is just covered and it's just ugh.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
This show is so bad today.
I know. What
are we doing?
We're tired. We wanted to talk to you guys about puke tonight. I hope that's okay. You guys are all right with that?
Yeah, stomach worms and bugs and so there's that.
We're giving it hell right out the gate.
What about all the people what about all the pitchers that are putting sticky shit on the ball?
Yeah, so like would the puke
count?
Yeah, would it count as the sticky stuff on the ball? Is that a foreign substance?
That's like I'm sure you guys have seen Major League, the movie Major League with Charlie Sheen, where Gary Harris said he put jalapeno in his nose to make his nose run so he could snot on the ball. Yeah. Crisco here.
Under his hat. Wipes his hat with the Vagisil.
The same as putting snot on the ball?
Vagisil?
I mean,
yeah, he had it everywhere because his excuse was, I'm not as young as you anymore. I don't have an arm like you. I got to do anything.
Yeah, one of the young pitchers were like, "What are
Charlie
you doing?"
Sheen, Wild Thing. He's talking Wild Thing in the movie,
and he's like, "When you get my age, you'll have Crisco, jalapeno nose, Vagisil on your hat."
Harris takes his shirt off.
Yeah.
And he's just covered in cream and ointment. And he goes, "What's that shit on your chest?" And he just starts touching all these places. And it's all this different stuff.
I remember this.
Yeah.
You've never seen like Major League?
I've seen Major League 100 times. Yeah, I just don't remember that. I know who Harris is. I don't know why I don't remember that.
He's like a big blob. And he says,
it's just like
watching him too hard. The umps are watching him too hard. He'll put jalapeno sauce in his nose.
Yeah.
Casablanca Rick says, I miss MLB missing a tremendous opportunity for a KY corporate sponsorship.
Right.
Hey, Trevor Bauer thinks that sunscreen and rosin are mixed together.
Tyler Glasnow.
Yeah, Glasnow is a sunscreen guy.
Yeah. And Bauer.
Sunscreen and rosin. Yeah.
Bauer has been talking about, I don't want to say cheating, but altering his spin rate for years. Right. I mean, Trevor Bauer. You can go back to like way back and check his Twitter. He has no shame in it. And he's like, well, yeah, it's illegal if you mix the two substances together, technically, but you could tell me I can't wear sunscreen?
Yeah.
I mean, of course you can. And then they have the rosin. Sticky.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
You guys do that, wouldn't that technically be putting stuff on the ball?
Or
if they wipe their head with sweat.
Well, I watched this guy on YouTube earlier because Allie told me I had to become an expert on this. So
it's like, be an expert on this by the time the show comes on.
I did in like the last 3 hours. That's all I've been watching is YouTube videos. And then somehow me and Moef got hooked on old reruns of Lip Sync Battle on YouTube as well. So it's a great show.
I'm into Lego Masters hardcore right now. And people in the chat, let us know what you think about substances on balls. Well,
Baseball.
Moving on up. Yeah. Moving on up.
Hey, we could go back to talking about bugs, people. Okay. So
now we're on to KY jelly and balls. That's what we've moved to.
And is it any different than a cork bat? I mean, obviously these guys are it's all about the spin rate. They just want, if you get over 2,000, 2,500 RPMs, you're doing really good. If you get up over 3, you're on some next level shit. So over 3,000 RPMs. And these guys are literally getting as much sticky as they can. I tried to find it by baseball, but I couldn't. So this guy did it on the YouTube video. And it's just like they're damn near super gluing their 2 fingers to the ball to get that much extra spin rate on their ball that might take them from, 93 miles an hour to 95. Or just a little 2-inch. Yeah, or that a 2-inch drop in a curveball or slider or something like that. That's
like
huge.
That far.
Yeah, exactly. It's huge, right? So that's what these guys are trying to do. Is just create some kind of sticky, bugs from the subtank, substance out of your balls. What do you guys expect?
That's right, KC.
At least it's not bugs on your balls.
That could be all bad. It's a whole different show.
Next week on Almost Adulting.
Yeah.
Bugs.
I'm going to get a shirt made. See how my shirt says witness? And we hashtag bugs on your balls.
I went back and forth. I almost didn't wear this shirt because I knew we were going to talk about homeboy throwing up. And I felt bad for the guy.
I did,
like mental health is an issue in this country. And this guy should be watched right now.
Yeah. Man, I felt so bad for him.
Like they sent him to Toledo, first of all. They sent him to Ohio, the armpit of the United States, to feel better about what you just did on a national stage. Man.
Talking to
this
you.
Is not right.
Talking to you, Lenny, over the last couple of weeks, I think, according to you, there's like 9 armpits of the United States.
Yeah, they're all in Ohio.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, just
Colorado. Yeah. Colorado, the city, though.
Yeah, the city of Colorado. The state.
The city. Yeah. No, not so much. They're okay. Yeah. So there's
like going back to this stuff on the balls.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been forever.
Yeah.
There's stuff
on the
balls. Like, it's just. I mean,
I like the people that think it's brand new.
Yeah, like the guy that I can't remember a couple years ago had it up here on his neck and right here. When they have pine tar on them like that.
Yeah.
And they're doing like this, that's different. But when you do it on your hands or like sunscreen or whatever, or the rosin, I feel like that's okay. Like if you're squeezing the stuff into your hand between pitches, that's different.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
Because you're reloading. But
I think we got to draw the line at Vagisil under the brim and the Cisco. Or the Crisco or whatever it was on his chest, the bug spray or the sunscreen and some rosin. Okay,
the rosin's on the field,
right? I mean, how is that different than than the pine tar on the helmets for guys to get sticky, to get grip when they're holding the bat? It's no different for them to want that grip on a ball.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that's happening too. And someone made a good point to keep an eye on the totals because this is definitely affecting totals in baseball. Pitchers are getting less strikeouts, balls are getting hit more often. And then the other thing that we're noticing, especially with Glass now, is that because they don't have that stickiness, now their fingers and their hands have to grip the ball in a way that they're not used to holding it, which is causing muscle strain and tendon strain. And so it's like, this little dumb thing that we've always done in baseball that we've now in the middle of a season decided we're not going to do anymore is screwing everything up. Is it that important that we keep this going on, or can we just call it like we messed up?
Can we just let them play? Just let them play.
See, I think Glassnow was right. He said, if we're going to do this, let's do it in January or February.
Give everybody an equal opportunity to be ready.
Right. But there's gotta be a cutoff. Of course, Vagisil, the pine tar, the what's it called, where they would have a file in their back pocket. Yeah, files, stuff like that. Like stuff like that is, of course not.
Right.
Yeah, you're cheating. You're hiding it because you're not allowed to have it.
But if you do this, and they make a big deal. Oh, his hands are wet. Like I was watching the Dodgers game just a little bit ago, And their pitcher, the blonde-headed guy with the brick, he took his hat off and did this, and his card fell out of his, the
Right.
card fell out, and then he put it in his back pocket, and pulling his hand out, he pulled it back out, called time, and one of the announcers said he needs to get a legal sticky substance to put in his hat. Okay, what's a legal sticky substance?
Right.
What are they?
I mean, yeah, they're going a little too far, but it's just that you can make that argument for like it's replay. Where's the line? You're gonna only use replay for this and not that, and somebody's always gonna disagree. Never gonna make everybody happy, but my opinion, they should just legalize everything. Have at it. If you can bring a damn cyborg, I mean, Mark McGuire, those guys were all juiced.
To the heels.
Head's about to. Bobby Bowden's, his head grew like
Sammy Sosa's body.
Sammy Sosa's a white guy now.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa did so many steroids. He's white.
He's a white guy now. Sammy Sosa was juicing and got caught with a cork bat. Yeah. And they slapped him on the wrist and said, "Great job."
I just watched the whole thing. And this is a great thing to bring up too, or maybe our next question we can talk about. Rob Manfred is the worst commissioner in all of sports, says Truth from Duluth. I agree with that. I can't. 100%. I love Adam Silver. I can't stand Rob Manfred.
I love Adam Silver.
I think he's so fantastic. Yeah. I love how he let them wear the jerseys and promote the entire movement. And I loved it. I love him.
Adam Silver, he's very 2021. Like he's hip with the times. He's today's commissioner. The MLB commissioner, I won't even speak his name. That's how bad I hate this guy. Like
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Malcolm from somewhere. Like he's
from the city of Colorado.
Probably. There you have it. Probably got septic tank issues. I mean, he's just all bad. I mean, he's just. I don't think he's never done anything good for the sport whatsoever. He can't make a decision, and if he does make a decision, it's horribly wrong.
It's the wrong decision. Yeah,
it's like
you want to know what the craziest thing about Malcolm is? Do you guys just off the top of your head know when he became the commissioner? 2015.
I was going to say 5 years ago. 5 years ago.
It feels like a longer time.
Right.
Yeah, that's because like
screwed the pooch so bad.
Yeah. It's like everybody hates Roger, but I think everybody's supposed to hate the NFL commissioner. Like that's a rite of passage. Yeah, it's a rite of passage. Like he's always going to get booed at the draft. Everybody thinks he's a bum, whatever, this or that. Both
of those are true statements. But no, like Malcolm has messed up so bad, so hard. He's aging the years. He's aging the league in dog years.
That's a good way to put it.
Manfred 100%. Brady highlighted comment of the day.
Yeah, bring that one up.
Brady. He makes Bettman look competent, and
Who's Bettman? Why don't I know this?
NHL commissioner.
Okay, that's why I don't know.
NHL guy.
Yeah, and that is by far the most accurate statement ever on this show. Period.
Like done. Manfred, he runs baseball like he doesn't know what baseball is.
Truth from Duluth.
Truth from Duluth.
Truth. Yeah, I mean, but Bettman's just not a smart man. That I mean that. I know I can sound very disrespectful, condescending, whatever, but I don't believe he's a smart man. Like there's just and I'm not saying anybody's better than anybody. Like respect everybody, all that, but he's not smart. And to say,
Bigford.
Yeah, to say that Manfred makes Bettman look competent. Jesus Christ. I'd feel bad if I was Malcolm.
Jesus Christ.
Hot damn.
Brady brings up an interesting statement that baseball could use more steroids. And I remember years ago, I forget who was making the joke about it, but like, I want all of my professional athletes to be on steroids. Like I want the most gladiator ripped guys that I could possibly get as my professional athletes. What do you guys think about that take? Do you think baseball could use more steroids, or I get for the kids and the role model sake of it all, I understand this, but
don't do drugs.
Just so
no drugs.
Unless it's like sunscreen and rosin.
Pitchers and goalie pads.
Yeah, I have a couple different feelings. The kid in me wants to see a home run hit every time I get up to bat, but the adult in me wants to see that 12, 15 pitch at bat where the dude's just fouling off and it's a battle. I have more respect for that now as an adult. But sure, the 12-year-old wants to see him jack something out of the park every time he gets up to bat, and they don't think of the pitcher. They just want to be the batter. They want to be.
That's like a UFC fight. You just want to see somebody get smoked. You don't want to see him dance around. You want to see
30-second, 7-second knockout like that guy from Saturday or whatever. 7 seconds comes out, 1, 2, done, and then go jump, celebrate, and blow out your knee. That's what that guy did.
I don't think that way about steroids. I was just saying that was like the conversation was like, pump them all up. Let's get that wasn't like my opinion on it all. Sorry, Cam, go ahead.
No, yeah, but like I just,
the
steroid era was tough. But, and I get, putting the steroids in your body to make it better. But you take steroids to hit the ball farther, to throw the ball faster.
Right.
So what about last year, the year before, when they put the steroids in the ball and they juiced the balls up? There's just, to me, with sports, there's different kinds of steroids. Yeah, there's, juicing them up to put pitchers in goalie pads and stuff like that. But it seemed almost like it was simpler times when everybody was juicing. It was like
it depends on the sport too.
Everybody's doing it. No big deal.
Like, let's just stop. Let's all be adults. Not almost. Let's just, for 1 second, let's actually be adults. Does anybody think that somebody's not juicing on every MLB team right now today?
No. And see, okay, look.
I do. Somebody is.
Y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
No, I'm saying I don't believe that every team doesn't have somebody.
I thought you were saying that you didn't think there's some team that's completely clean, which I just think it's impossible to really. It's unrealistic of us to really think that somebody's not trying to take some kind of edge somewhere.
No, and see, like the guys who are juicing, but see, this can be like in regards to anything, the smoking in the league, the guys who do harder drugs. Hey, we're gonna randomly drug test you in 6 weeks. What?
Yeah, right. So next Tuesday,
test you on
first
Wednesday,
Tuesday. Yeah, the first Tuesday of every month is monthly drug test. How the hell is that monthly random drug test? Right. Exactly. And now I know the NFL's getting away from the whole weed thing, and as well they should.
So is the league, so is the NBA.
Right. Exactly. So and within the next couple of years, I think weed's going to be legalized federally, as well. I don't know. They just want that tax money. Now I know how it is out here in Vegas, the dispensaries, you're damn near pay twice as much for everything because you're paying so much tax and stuff like that on it. But, I think it's good that the league is getting away from penalizing guys like, LeGarrette Blount in the NFL who missed 3 years of his career because he got high. Literally. Ricky Williams. Yeah. Like,
Let's see, like weed. If you're gonna smoke, because most of the time that doesn't really bother anybody. But somebody like what's his name? Tyreek Evans. He got put out of the league several years ago, but he was coked out of his mind, meth, all that. Stuff like that. That's a no-go.
Bad. Right. That's all bad. Like, nobody's saying like you can't compare PCP and weed. Okay, nobody's
Oh.
saying you could do psychedelics and mushrooms and some LSD and then go out there and try and run the ball in the NFL. Nobody's saying all that, but to think that these guys now, veteran guys, aren't using marijuana as a healing process for pain,
as a relaxer, because
right?
Right now I don't care, and if I really hope this doesn't end our friendship, but you cannot tell me J.R. Smith was not high as a kite.
Dude,
every time
J.R. Smith is high right now.
right now.
Right now.
He's probably asleep.
I don't know what he's doing, where he's at.
He's asleep.
High.
He's asleep. He's high as a kite.
J.R. Smith stays high.
And J.R. Smith also somewhere on his body has a button that just makes his shirt disappear. Just a button.
Yeah. 100%. That's
it's like when Joey undoes a bra in Friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I was gonna say it's me on karaoke night at the bar. Sometimes the shirt just goes away,
comes off. The shamrock's out. Lenny has a shamrock tattooed right here on him.
It's about the size of a softball. It's right here. It's a great conversation piece.
It is.
So we'll say that. But no, look, here I am. I'll be 48 years old next Thursday. I've had 2 total knee replacements. I'm 300 pounds. I've lost 100 pounds because I used to be on 400, 405, 395, depending on the day. I was a bigger boy. Now I'm still a big boy. I'm losing weight. I've had total knee replacements. I use weed. Okay, people, this is a news break. Edibles, marijuana helps me get through the day. They tried to give me hydrocodone and all this other crap. All it did was mess up my stomach. I didn't like it. Makes me feel weird. Have a hard candy in the morning, or a brownie or whatever. It gets me through the day. A little hard candy,
Get you a
little brownie action.
pillow.
Little daddy needs his medicine, okay? And it's for pain relief, anxiety, stuff like that. You can't expect these guys to go out there and play in certain situations with that much anxiety and that much just pressure and not – you're right, and pain, and then they're not going to chill. They're not going to decompress afterwards.
162 games in 185 days. 100+ games in the NBA in 7 months. I know that's not the same, but – the NFL, 16 games in 17 weeks.
Yeah. Well, and when I worked at the Native American church, promoting CBD, marijuana also, but CBD was a huge thing that was going around like the sports community at that time. And there were a lot of ex-athletes that still do. I'm sure, I just don't follow it as closely, but hardcore promote CBDs. Like, you don't necessarily have to be getting high and using marijuana anymore. But CBD, like what it does for opening your lung capacity, when you go and jog and, joints and all that kind of stuff. It's ridiculous to me that some form of that isn't not only allowed, but promoted,
Right. Like, how are you going to tell me these guys, we used to joke about getting a needle in high school. And that was a thing in high school. Like, you got hurt, they give you the needle or whatever. Like, these athletes come back and they get the needle in the locker room, those cortisone, stuff like that. You're going to tell me it's okay to give that guy the needle of a cortisone shot and screw up his ligament damage or just increase that, totally take away all his cartilage in whatever limb he's working with. But you're going to tell me, hey, man, don't take CBD because that's the devil's drug. That's the devil's lettuce, okay? It's a gateway drug. But you could pump me full of, 100 cc's of cortisone in my knee to make me not feel anything so I can run.
You want to know what you just made me think about? You ever seen the movie
Varsity Blues?
Oh, man.
I was on Brett Favre.
Give him the needle. Give him the needle.
Yeah. Just cram it in Lance's knee.
Keep doing it. He'll be okay.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
No, if they put that needle on you, Lance, you're going to kill me first. That's Billy Bob.
My man, Billy Bob.
Oh, my gosh.
Billy Bob. 10.
I'll rip your arms off and beat you to death with them.
Right. And his pig, for bonus points, what was Billy Bob's pig's name?
You asking me?
No, I'm asking the chat. Not you. I know you know.
But also, the pig was actually a dog. He said all the time, I love that dog. He said,
I love that dog. I love that dog.
And And it was bacon.
Bacon for the win. All right, Mark wins. He got it in there first.
Why doesn't everybody have a pet pig named Bacon?
I wanted a pet pig, and my name for him was going to be Applewood. So fair enough. Applewood.
That's awesome.
Applewood. Type of bacon.
Yeah, Applewood.
Bacon.
It's just cute. Yeah, again at the Native American church, one of our jewelry designer girls would come in and she brought in, God, what was that pig's name? I have pictures of myself with this damn pig and I love the pig, but she got it as little. And then like as the months went on, that sucker got huge. And I was like, you know what? I don't want a pig. That's what I don't want. Mm-mm.
Yeah, our dog, we have a Cane Corso. Well, we have 3 Cane Corso, big dogs, like Italian Mastiffs, and our female Lilith.
Bean.
Her name.
That's the name of that pig. Bean. Sorry.
Yeah, but Lilith, she went through a little heavier phase. Okay, she was a big girl for a minute, and I used to call her Arnold, the pet pig from Green Acres. You remember Green Acres?
Yeah, it's the place to be.
Is the place to be. Right, exactly. Yeah. So I used to call her Arnold, and then my wife, who is considerably younger than I am, was like, "What the hell is Green Acres?" And then I told her, "Get out."
She didn't have Nick at Night. Clearly, you didn't have Nick at Night.
My wife's 30, or she's 17 years younger than I am.
Oh wow! I didn't realize she was that much younger.
Daddy knows how to pick them.
Yeah, the guru is 16 years older than me, but it works that way. You know, like I think it works out that way.
You know,
I can't see myself dating someone like closer to my age now that I've dated someone older than me. You know. Hey, Arnold's pig's name was Abner. Serrano is a good pig name.
At least my wife. She's more mature than I am.
She is. Your wife is fully a grown-up. I don't know how she handles you. I love Mandy. I love me some Mandy. We're going to go get our nails and lashes done. That's what we're going to go do.
I can't wait.
Well, if you ever go get your hair done, holler at me.
All right.
I'm thinking about shaving mine like Higgs. I'm just going to shave it.
I'm not going to lie.
I dyed mine silver and no one even notices it.
I noticed you talked about it for 15 minutes on the Morning Wood Show.
Everybody commented on it.
Oh, is that what it was? Is that what it was?
Yes, everybody commented on it. I didn't bring it up.
No, my wife wants a pet pig. She wants like a pet. She wants a sloth. She wants all kinds of weird shit.
That's
why we keep getting dogs to shut her up.
We have dogs. We have 3 pit bulls and Bert. Bert's a Boston Terrier that doesn't know he's not a pit bull. But Danielle wants just so many dogs, but she wants huge ones. She wants Cane Corso. She wants Rottweilers. She wants pit bulls. You know, she's not into the little dogs, but she likes Bert. You know, Bert wandered up, and we ended up keeping him.
Miss Davis, will you go to prom with me? Yes, Miss Davis. She was the teacher, English or something. I don't know. She was also a stripper. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's Miss Davis. Dan. When they get hammered, Dan. He's at the strip bar. He's like, Dan. Miss Davis, will you go to prom with me? That's just a great. That's a great movie.
I have not seen this movie.
You've not seen Varsity Blues?
Mm-mm.
Or where?
Isn't Dawson in it? Wasn't Dawson in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And, Paul Walker. Yeah.
You haven't seen Varsity Blues. You haven't seen Major
teacher.
League. Gosh.
Yeah. She was hot too.
I've seen Major League like a ton of times. I don't remember that one scene. I'm like Willie Mays Hayes.
Willie Mays Hayes, yeah.
Penis, vagina, vagina, vagina. Is that from the movie, or did you just want us to say that?
Both.
Probably both.
Yeah. You know what I just watched the other day, which I was just flipping channels during the day, just randomly, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High was on. And I had to turn it off because my 8-year-old was walking by, and it was the part where I think it's Phoebe Cates or what's her, she gets out of the pool and it's all in slow motion in the bikini.
Oh yeah.
And he's walking by, and Brendan, he'll be 9 Sunday. It's his birthday. He'll be 9.
He's so cute.
But he's walking by and he's just like, I caught him, his neck like whiplash. He was like, what? And I'm like, turn Sports Center on. And he was
what he was thinking?
What movie was that? I'm like, nothing.
You know what he was thinking?
He wasn't. Dan. Yeah. Dan. Exactly. He had that little chubby Billy Bob face on and shit. I can't let him watch that movie. That's great though. When Dawson throws the ball at his dad, busts his nose open, and his little brother
knocks it off his
the beer can off the head or thing or whatever. And a lot of good people playing that. John Voight plays the coach.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. What's the coach's name?
I don't know. They got a statue of him at the end.
Chat, what's the coach's name?
Oh, what do they call him?
Kilmer?
Yes.
Bud Kilmer.
Bud Kilmer. Bud.
My man,
Mark and Truth are solid on this movie with you guys. You four should all be best friends.
But I can't believe if you don't listen, you have homework. By next Tuesday, you have to have Varsity Blues. You will like Varsity Blues.
I don't watch. I'm not that into movies. And I don't like football really. So it's just not one of, I've never seen what are they? The Game Plan, the Sunday, Any Given Sunday. I saw Rudy.
Stop.
Great.
That's not even a football movie.
No,
it's not even a football movie.
I saw Forrest Gump. There's football in that movie. No, I don't know. I can't think of a football besides the one with Kathy Ireland in it. Necessary Roughness.
And Remember the Titans. Have you seen that?
Nope. That's my wife's favorite movie.
Marshall. I saw that.
Remember the Titans?
Marshall?
Yeah, We Are Marshall. Marshall's about Thurgood Marshall. Yeah, I saw that one too. But We Are Marshall. That's really sad.
We Are Marshall is a good one.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey plays that. Doesn't he play the coach?
Love him. See, if he was in Varsity Blues, I might have seen that.
He might make a guest appearance.
Oh, you're one of those, huh?
Little Giants. Top five football movie of all time.
What?
Little Giants?
Little Giants.
Oh, wait, I think I have seen
Giants,
that.
Giants, help us, God.
Bundy. Al Bundy's the freaking coach. And then Rick Moranis, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids guy. Yeah, he's
his shit-eating brother.
Yeah, he is.
The Icebox, Spike.
Yes. You got to watch Varsity Blues. You got to watch Little Giants. Little Giants. Asher will like that movie.
I've seen Little Giants.
It's a great movie. Madden makes an appearance. Remember when the players bus rolls through town.
Who else is in it? Barry Sanders.
Emmett
Smith.
Emmett Smith.
Emmett Smith. Not Barry.
Yeah.
Emmett Smith,
Lawrence Taylor. Maybe I don't know. This is weird to think. Lawrence Taylor was all coked up on that movie.
I have seen Playmakers. I have seen Playmakers. I have seen Playmakers. Truth from the Duluth is saying Playmakers was the best football show series. I have seen parts of that. That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
When did Air Bud go to football? I know Air Bud, the basketball dog. I don't know the golden receiver retriever.
Same dog, same kid.
Same dumb movie.
Basketball season was over.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, Air Bud could catch just like every other dog.
Shocking. Shocker.
Well, does he go pro? What happens?
No, he plays
soccer
in high school.
Too?
Yeah, I never watched the soccer one. But no, he plays for the high school team. But he gets tackled. He gets tackled and his paw comes off in the movie, and they have to take him off the field. Not really. They don't take it. Not really.
Keanu Reeves, quarterback. That was The Replacements.
The Replacements. I have seen parts.
That's
of
a good one too.
That's a good one. Yeah,
parts of that.
That's always a good one. But the best part of that movie is the scene where they all get arrested. They're in jail, and at first I was petrified, and they start doing the hustle or whatever. Yeah, and the deaf guy's just
still in the back dancing.
The coach walks in, they're like, "Dude, stop dancing!" And the deaf guy's doing the hustle.
You seen The Replacements, Allie?
Like ish.
Oh,
God. You're gonna be at.
I just don't like football movies. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
what's your game plan?
What's the game plan?
My favorite movie is Field of Dreams. But I've seen all the baseball. I've seen 8 Men Out. I've seen, all the baseball movies. I've seen a ton of basketball. I just don't freaking like football. So why would I go watch a movie? Or do you want to watch a movie about ballet? If you don't have to. But Last Boy Scout I haven't seen. But that was Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans, wasn't it?
One of the Wayans
No, or
brothers.
Denzel, or no?
No,
Damon.
it was one of the
bro.
Wayans brothers.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne's
Wayans.
brothers, not Wayans.
Wayans.
Was Denzel the Any Given Sunday one? And is that about football?
No, that Denzel's Remember the Titans. That's Mandy's
Oh,
favorite movie. I can't stand watching it because she's the girl that when you watch the movie, she's got to, when she knows the line, she's got to do this, and she wants to chat in your ear about. She basically says each line from every part of the movie, and then I turn it off. Friday Night Lights, great movie, great series.
Never saw it.
Better movie.
Better movie, way better movie. But Friday Night Lights is real shit.
That's
Right
true. Keanu in Point Break. He was Johnny Utah. See, I've seen that one.
Hey,
No football, bank robbing and
bonus
surfing,
points.
plus Lori
bonus points.
Petty's in it.
Keanu was a Heisman Trophy winner in Point Break. Where did he go to school?
Johnny Utah. I'm going Utah.
No.
Ohio State.
Ohio
Ew,
State.
gross.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I know that.
How generic
Armpit
would
of the
that be?
Uni-
My name's Johnny
Armpit
Utah
of the
from
United
Utah.
States.
I don't know. Well, I didn't know if they were just calling him that, like Johnny who went to Utah. I didn't know if that was his
really,
real
his name is really Johnny
That was
Utah.
his name. Johnny
Okay, I didn't
Utah.
know.
It was like Mr. Utah was his name.
Oh, remember the hot damn Red Hot Chili Peppers were in that, and Flea got shot in the foot. Pop! Oh, that was insane.
Oh, yeah,
It
he
was
got
a good
smoked.
movie.
Yeah, he was.
That was a really good movie.
That's a
Tank
really
Girl's
good
in that. Tank Girl's my girl.
Did you guys see the new one? A couple of years ago they made
Yeah.
the Point Break. I mean, it wasn't as good, but
No, it wasn't. It was okay.
it
but
was different.
I'll tell you a fun fact about Point Break. I watched that movie probably 10 times before I ever saw the part where Patrick Swayze's on the beach. Like, you know how it
Second
cuts
one?
off? Huh? No,
The
in the
second
first one,
one?
you know how
Oh.
you know how he's like on the beach and Utah finally tracks him down and lets
Oh,
him
at
go
the
out.
end. Yeah. And lets
Yeah.
him go.
I've never seen that part. Like the first 10 times I watched the whole movie, I never saw it.
Just the last 2 minutes of the movie. How did you not see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always walked
like
off. I guess I was just like, okay, cool.
I can't take the ending.
We're good
I
here.
can't take the ending. I'm out.
Dan, I'm done.
That's like the Billy the Kid, Pat Garrett way to end things. The Hurricane, he got the game.
Oh,
he got game.
Basketball movie.
Draft
Draft
Day. I don't
Kevin
remember
Costner.
that.
Kevin Costner. That's actually good. It's out every April on every channel because of the draft. But
Because
it's
of Draft
actually,
Day.
yeah, exactly. It's actually a rather good movie. If you really like me, I'm really into the NFL. I'm really into the draft. I'm really into stuff like that. So, Joanna Man, stop it.
That movie sucked.
Joanna Man, that's terrible. But
Is it a
if you,
football movie?
No, it's
No.
about a guy who's a pro basketball player that gets kicked out of the league that ends up dressing up as a woman to play in the women's league.
Oh, I do know what this is. Okay, I didn't see
Yeah.
that. Oh, the
And then
longest yard.
He dunks in a playoff game and his wig
I
comes
got a
off.
question for Brady. First longest yard or second? Adam Sandler, longest yard, or Burt Reynolds longest yard? Even though Burt Reynolds is in both of them. First one or second one for Brady? That's my question.
Well played. Well played.
Personally, long shots. I like the second one. I like the Adam Sandler one. It was funny, but
Me too.
You can't beat,
I'm a fan.
You can't
I've
beat,
seen them both.
you can't beat the first one. Don't get me wrong, but the second one was just Terry
and
Crews
I'm
and
not-
his McDoubles pulling him out of his crotch.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like biggest as in most famous, but biggest as in overall size. That Longest Yard movie had to be one of the biggest casts ever.
A lot of WWE guys that
Yeah,
one guy,
Kevin Nash, the Great Khali, Stone Cold,
Khali.
Goldberg,
Oh, wow.
Bob Sapp, Michael Irvin,
Yeah, Michael Irvin.
Terry Crews,
What's his name from ATL?
Nelly.
The little rapper, Nelly. Yeah, I was going to say,
Nelly.
it's hot in here.
He's not from ATL.
Cheeseburger
though.
Eddie?
He's from St. Louis.
Yeah, Cheeseburger Eddie. Oh, yeah, he's from St. Louis. So you're right.
What college did Burt Reynolds play football?
Back when he could run and gun, he was a Sooner.
Yep.
Oklahoma Sooners.
That's what he says in the movie.
Wow.
Back when I could run and gun, I was a
St.
Sooner.
Louis, Alabama. I get it.
No,
No,
you
they're
said
both-
ATL.
They're both
It's
good
STL.
cities. STL, ATL. They're both great states.
Atlanta
Okay.
is not a state in the city of Alabama.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I don't know why you keep twisting my words. Varsity Blues.
FSU is what Truth from Duluth says. FSU. Is this the answer to the Burt Reynolds question?
Is that the answer to the first one? Because I know the second one he was a Sooner.
No,
Florida State for Burt.
Yeah, I think he legit played at Florida State, like in real life.
I think in real life. Yeah. No, in the second movie, Burt Reynolds played at Oklahoma. I'm not saying like
from the movie.
No, we mean in real life.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think it was Florida State in real life, but in the movie, he was a Sooner.
Okay.
Yeah, he legit played football at Florida State.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the movie.
Coach Carter, how do you like that movie?
Me? I love it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ken Carter.
Yeah, Coach Carter was a good movie. It's Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he played Coach Carter. That reminds me of that older movie with, was it Denzel or was it Samuel L. Jackson? Where he was the principal and he walked through with a baseball bat, put people on lockdown. No, that wasn't him. That was the guy who's bald, and the janitor dude was like Chuck Norris. I don't know. I like movies.
You're going down a rabbit hole there.
I really
don't know where to go.
I did. That's how my mind
Burt played with Lee Corso. Well, all right then. That's the game time. That's game time or game day, college game day, right? I know this guy. Like I know one. It's college game day guy, right?
Hey, way to go. 1 for 17.
Lewis Clark, I know. That's from Lean On Me from East Side High, and that's Morgan Freeman. Is that who
Morgan? That's who I'm thinking of.
Look at me knowing shit all of a sudden. I'm back in the game.
Morgan Freeman's not bald?
No,
I know. I was thinking of another guy. There is another movie where the principal, and he also
there's another movie with a bald guy in it?
Yes.
No way.
And you played a principal and he was a badass.
Minus 500.
I know.
There's another movie with a bald guy. My stepdad played high school basketball against East Side High. And it was in the days when they, like you have to have your shirt tucked in to play basketball. This is like in the 60s, I think. And it was like a onesie. It buttoned underneath their crotch, right? So their top part would button underneath and then they'd pull shorts up. And he said that that's like when they would go up, they would grab their shorts or the top of their shirts and it would give them a wedgie and stuff when they came back down. But that's what they would do against East Side High. And that was like my stepdad's story. Yeah, totally, huh? Yeah. 100%.
Another good basketball movie was the Gene Hackman, the older basketball movie.
Hoosiers, yeah.
See, I don't know names of movies, but I could go, the white guy, I think his first name is Gene, the bald guy with the bat. He was a badass principal. Yeah.
I love Angels in the Outfield.
Okay, now I know
there's better baseball movies out there, but
now I know the kind of movies that Allie watches. Sports movies.
What's your favorite baseball movie, Allie?
Field of Dreams. No, that's not true. My favorite all-time movie is Field of Dreams, but my favorite baseball movie is Moneyball. And that's how I feel about it.
I love Moneyball.
It's
my
so
favorite baseball movie. Moneyball's top 5 for me, but I gotta say Sandlot.
That's Danielle's favorite.
I've just seen it so many. Like I don't want to watch The Sandlot again. Like I've seen it so many times. But I'm good on The Sandlot.
I love Moneyball.
Moneyball's good times. Moneyball, I think we appreciate because we handicap sports and we look at the numbers and stuff like that. But no, you guys do. I don't. I just throw some shit at some shit.
You just throw shit against the wall. No, the basis of that movie is legit how we live our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it is.
Numbers. And, yep.
Yeah, Major League Rookie of the Year. Was that Rookie of the Year? Was that the one with the kid? What was that one with the kid baseball movie where he fell down and then all of a sudden
Gardner.
Yeah, with his mom and just floated.
Oh, The Natural's good. Bad News Bears, of course, too.
I don't care. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. It was a cool story. But if somebody throws a floater in the league,
just float it.
It's going to get hit 600 feet.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like somebody's not going to jack that. Like just sitting there. I can't wait for that shit to come.
Yeah, Cato just missed it with his tongue out.
Chet Steadman.
Yep. The Rocket. The Rocket.
See, I'm always looking for movies to watch with my kids, and I just found like 5 of them to watch. They should watch that. But
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll also make them watch Varsity Blues. So, like I will make them watch Varsity. Like you have to watch Varsity Blues. That's like a great football movie. That's pure high school football. Every kid that played high school football lived that damn movie.
I didn't play high school football.
Well,
No.
You know what I did do though? Listen to this shiz. In freaking 5th and 6th grade were, I think it was middle school, and then 7th, 8th grade were junior high for us. And so when I went to 7th, 8th grade, I wanted girls to be able to play. I might have told this story on this before, but I wanted girls to be able to play football with the boys in junior high school on our little team. I started this petition. I got it all signed out. I brought it, or all filled out. I brought it to all the right people, and they passed it. Girls are allowed to play on the junior high boys football team at our school. My mom wouldn't let me play. She said I remember to the day, she goes, someone's going to hit you in your boob and you're going to get cancer. And that was why I was not allowed to play. I went through
that escalated quickly.
The bullshit of it.
That escalated quickly.
You put in all the man hours, got the ball rolling, and then mom was like, nope.
Yep. And it didn't work out. And then when like girls got to do it, it was only one girl that signed up, and she was, I don't remember her name, but she was pretty badass. And that was it. Yeah. My mom's a scientist. Yeah. Frickin' A, Sherry. Yeah.
I mean,
Damn it, Sherry.
damn you, Sherry.
Damn it, Sherry. Ruined everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
mom
she was a scientist.
I mean, there was that. I mean, how'd she get to? How'd she like? I got to know, like, how'd she connect the cancer to getting hit in the boob?
Please don't hit in the
Like-
boob. I don't know. Well, I had boobs in like 3rd grade. Like I was a boob girl early
too.
on. So, so it was just one
You
of
were a
those
boob
things
girl?
that like,
I've been a big kid since I was 12 pounds, 12 ounces. So when I was born, so I figure I came out with a solid A cup.
holy cow. I was
12
born at
pounds,
12 p.m.
ounces.
12, 12. 12,
I was
12,
born
at
at
12, 12. I was born 12, 12 too.
Were you really? I was 12 on 6'4".
And they had 12, 12 on June 24th. And I was 12 pounds, 24 ounces. So my lucky number is a correlation of 6s and 12s.
Wow.
Your lucky
Mine's
number was like
2s.
17 or something. Just something, just like you
just
tied
like-
that all together. Yeah, my lucky number is 47.
No,
Yeah.
I got
Completely random.
No, I got this like weird thing where like everything is multiples of 3, 6, 9, 12, whatever. Like when me and my wife got married, like it was a thing. We had to pick a date and do the math because it all has to add up with a denomination of 3.
Yeah, Phil Hartman, I'm pretty sure it was Phil Hartman, like started spelling his name differently and things like that because of numerology.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's people who are into that. So
Ooh, the Nets
Stephen
books.
Lambert, since we are
It
here,
sucked.
we've got like,
It sucked. The answer is it sucked.
It still does, and it will
Mike
tomorrow.
Budenholzer is an idiot. He's the worst coach in the league. He has no idea what to do. They were up 17.
oh my
And
God. It
finished
was like
the
the
game.
Philly or the 76ers game all over again.
Okay, well, first of all, Joel Embiid 0 for 12 in the second half, and then he smoked the layup, rolled it up, and smoked it. But no,
So-
Mike Budenholzer, I think the Nets are fixing to beat them. I think the Nets are going to get by them because KD, he went for 49, but KD had 49, 15, and 10. KD did everything.
17.
What's his name? I can see his face. Jeff Green shot the shit out of the ball, made his first 7 threes. But Mike Budenholzer and the fact that Giannis has no moves lost that game.
Yeah.
Somebody said, or I saw somebody say earlier, the only play that Mike Budenholzer calls in a game is a running back dive. Because Giannis will back the ball out and run straight ahead. That's it.
We used to say that about Lions football. Shotgun handoff. Here it comes. Wait
Here it
for
comes.
it.
Surprise.
Shotgun handoff left. Shotgun handoff right. That's the 2 plays that the Lions offense had for about 3 years. That was it. Or we'll play action. Shocker.
Handoff.
Yeah, shocker. So, but yeah, I was curious about that, about the Nets game. I wanted your opinion on that, Cam. And then, but yesterday I called that Atlanta game. I said that they would play harder. I was curious more. Did Atlanta win that game yesterday, or did Philly just give up?
They won by 3, right? 100.
They did win that game, but it looked like Philly gave up in the second half. Like they
I
were
see what
so
you're
saying.
ahead. I thought they just stopped playing, and then Atlanta stole one. Or did
To me,
Atlanta
both
come
lost
in
that
there?
game.
Yeah, I didn't know if Atlanta came in there and
Both
just like
teams lost.
whooped their ass.
Both teams lost that game. You know,
I
it
don't
was
see anybody beating the Suns from here on out.
good.
We've had the monorail for a while. In the chat, they're asking about the monorail. We've had it for a while in Las Vegas. Do you guys? I took Escher on it one time because he was so into trains as a little, like as a 3-year-old. He always thought it was so cool to train the train. So one day I just parked at Caesars and we got in it and we rode it to whatever the next casino was. And then we just rode it back. And that was rad. That's what poor single moms do when you have a kid that needs to be entertained. Let's go ride the free monorail thing, dude.
Right.
Let's do this.
What's going on? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
There you go. So who wins the Nets Bucks? Who wins the series?
Yeah, we think
The
Nets. I love the Nets here. I'm with it.
KD looked pissed off tonight, and you don't want to piss KD off.
Kevin Durant looked like the best player in the world tonight.
I know. I will never forget you saying that as long as I live. You said it last week that you think he's the best player in the world. Yeah. I don't know. And the other thing I've been promoting all day is that you kind of said, I was like, I don't think Harden's injured. I think they're just saving him. I don't think he's that hurt, really, because everyone's like, is he going to play? Is he not? I'm like, his ass is playing. They're going to let this line go up and down and fuck around. He'll be on the court tonight.
But he got 5
Promise.
points.
You know?
He got 5 points.
Promise.
It was like one for a
Right,
whatever.
fair.
He's a decoy. It was
Okay, look, first
KD
of all,
show.
yes, he didn't score the ball. He didn't shoot the ball well, but he has a hamstring injury that he can't walk. He can't move.
No.
He played 44 minutes tonight.
Yeah. Played a lot.
On a flat tire. Get the hell out of here.
I agree. I don't think the Bucks aren't. They're not going anywhere.
They're
I
dead.
agree. I think the Nets
are dead.
But does Philly beat Atlanta in the whole series?
Yes.
Oh.
I have a future on Atlanta. I don't want to hear that, but I think you are correct, sir.
Yeah.
But I got it when I was still not sure if
I
Embiid would be playing and how good it would be. I'm rooting for Atlanta 100%. Well, and I have a future.
I think Embiid
Yes.
is going to go for 40 or something tomorrow.
No.
Well, he's
Not
I feel like he's going to have to because he's so
He-
embarrassed about the second half of that game.
He straight stays on the injured list. He's always got that
Jack.
flat tire. You know what I mean? He's not gonna he doesn't have that ability to do what KD did tonight. KD went out there and won that game. The Nets didn't win that game. KD won that game. Kevin Durant beat them. Nobody has that ability. I agree. But KD doesn't have Embiid doesn't have half that ability. So I think hoping Atlanta wins. I hope they give them a really great series with the Nets, and then it's going to be sad when the Suns sweep everybody.
No, but I'm glad you said that, Ali. But to me, when Wayne has it going like that, there's nothing you can do. His name is Kevin Wayne Durant for anybody who doesn't get the Wayne memo. But yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking ahead to tomorrow night's games,
Mm-hmm.
you think Sixers win tomorrow -6?
Oh, I didn't say that. I don't know.
Well, that was a question mark. Do you think? Sorry, the Sixers win tomorrow
I think
-6.
they could. I'm probably personally going to stay off that game, but I would look at the total. I would probably go over that total because the Sixers
223.5.
Yeah, it's been very close. Both the first game in Philly, it went way over that total. But the Sixers, it seemed like they scored like 11 points in the second half. I know they scored a lot more than 11 points, but they just, Embiid couldn't throw the ball in the road. I would look for the total in that game because especially with this last one being so low, I would go over in that game. I do think the Sixers are going to win, covering is a slippery slope to me, but I would go with I think the Sixers will win, but I'm probably personally gonna stay off of it, but I would go with the total in that game.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the one everybody is asking about, which is VGK. So where is it? Stephen Lambert says, do the Hobbs have a shot? Do you guys buy into this? They haven't played in front of fans narrative. I kind of brought that up today on one of the shows that I did that, well, at least for game one anyway, that, first of all, T-Mobile, it's been crickets for Canada, granted, but T-Mobile, it's insane there. It's really insane. So I thought at least for game one, that was something to add into the equation. What do you guys think as far as game two goes? I'm not prepared to bet against the Knights at home. That's just not something I'm going to do. I'm a baseball bettor. I like trends till VGK lose, but I'm also not betting on VGK at the same time. I've been screwing with totals. But what do you guys think? Is it VGK puck line? Is it the Hobbs on the money line? Do we look at the total? What do you got here? We'll start with Lenny. You're a hockey guy.
First of all, you're right. It's hard to bet against VGK at all, especially at home right now. But Montreal deserves some respect. That team, I think, is getting they're straight up getting Rodney Dangerfield. They get no love in the club, no respect and that's what I hear here in Vegas or whatever. And Vegas is a good team, but I will say this: Vegas will win this series, but Montreal is a deeper team.
Go Knights, go! Go Knights, go! I don't even know where my ring is.
Montreal's a deeper team, but the fan base will play a factor in this. You'll see it for game 3 and 4 when you go to Montreal. There's nothing but a white sheet over all the chairs. There's no fans. There'll be none of that. So I think Vegas wins this series, but they're going to have a harder time than people think.
Vegas Islanders. VGK Islanders, let's go.
Yes.
What do you think about it, Cam?
I agree. What is the line? 260, 240?
False from Duluth. False from Duluth.
I don't think that's false. I mean, VGK just record-wise, aren't they the number 1 defense, number 2 offense? I mean, VGK's got numbers. It's not like
they're top 3 in both. I know they're top 3 in both.
Yeah.
But
so
nobody
Vegas
gives a shit about the regular
270.
season. Nobody cares about what their points totals were in the regular season.
270 is too much. And I just think there's two. I just couldn't take even the puck line, to win by 2, which no. I'm not saying
Plus
that I don't think
I wouldn't take a puck line either.
I'm not saying
that Vegas couldn't win, 6-0 or 4-2, whatever. But I just couldn't do it. I would look at the total. I do think Vegas is going to win this series. I do think that, and I'm not just saying that because of the bad luck I've had with them in the past. But
it's not me. Every game since my birthday, they've won. Go Knights, go! So I think I'm lucky when it comes to the Knights. Just saying. Truth from Duluth says that he loves some of their players, but they're super young. The Hobbs.
They are.
So VGK should sweep this. Casablanca, Rick, Montreal. The way that Montreal beat Maple Leafs and steamrolled Winnipeg, Montreal will win 1 or 2 games, I think. I'm not opposed to that. Now, I think that definitely the Canadians are very underrated in that Jets series, just from what I heard, the picks that come into the shows. I do feel like they were underrated, and it's no disrespect against Canada. And I don't know how I feel when they go back to Canada, but if you're playing VGK in Vegas, I'm not fading Vegas. That's how I feel about it. What do you got, Cam? I see you up there.
No, I think they can win 1 game. That's
one game. Okay. I thought you were raising your hand.
I'd raise my hand. Number 1. Hand up. Number 1.
Okay.
But no, I think at the most they'll get 1. But I think
I don't know.
Truth from Duluth agrees.
Vegas wants to roll.
I mean, you're going to see at least 1, maybe 2 games that end up 1-0, 2-1 in this series. Both goaltenders are phenomenal. Carey Price, like, I mean, if you really truly follow hockey, Marc-Andre Fleury's good. He's great and everything. But if you're going to talk about goalies, I mean, Carey Price is right there in that conversation with both of them.
Didn't he
let
4 goals go the other night?
Yeah, he did. You're right. He did. In game 1, got away
from
him.
Remember that. Yeah,
I do. And I think what happened in game 1 is we talked about there was going to be like this feel out process in the first period. There was no feel out process.
No,
both teams came out and just swung. They just swung on each other. And
Montreal basically puked on themselves in Vegas rolled.
Yeah, that was rough. But yeah,
they puked on the ice in Vegas rolled.
Yeah. They grabbed a hold of the momentum and left. But every line on VGK is not elite. I would argue that Montreal has a better third and fourth line, and the edge in goalies go to VGK, and their first and second line are elite and better than Montreal's first and second line. But if you want to go into depth perspective, the lines 3 and 4 on VGK are not as good as the Montreal Canadiens lines 3 and 4. But the edge in the series is going to be the goalies, and Marc-Andre Fleury is going to win.
Price, like Steven says, Price does have to be better. But talking about the first and second lines, like you just said, I think VGK is far and away better by a good margin in the first and second line.
Yeah, and I'm betting on the Canadiens to kind of gather themselves, because they did. They got punched in the mouth on game 1, and they tried to come out physical, and Vegas was faster and just as physical, and that's where it didn't work. Price has to be better. Price has to be better. You can't go 4 minutes with an empty net and not score too, by the way. The game should have went 4-2. It should have been way higher than that or whatever. I like the under in the next game, because Price is going to shut VGK out at least one game. My opinion, he's going to shut him out. One game.
You think he
just one game?
Going to put. I don't agree with that.
I'm a fan. I'm a Carey Price fan. He's a beast. He doesn't get the national attention like ESPN and all that or whatever because he plays for Montreal. Okay, so he just doesn't get that kind of national attention. Carey Price is a beast. Carey Price is a top 5 goalie in the NHL right now. And so is Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's got to stay. If they're going to have a shot, Carey Price has to stand on his head. Carey Price has to win them one game. He has to win them one game.
I agree with that.
One game. Yeah, he has to win them one game.
But I don't think he's gonna be able to pitch a shutout in this series.
That game should have went over
4 minutes empty net. Yeah, I agree. Imagine having me, the guy that in-game that bet with all that shit, and it didn't work.
Steven Lambert has a good point too, that Price is great, man. Agree, but he has to be better than great, and that's just kind of part of it.
Yeah, that's what Lenny just said. He's gonna have to stand on his head. He's gonna have to stand on his head. He's just gonna have to, because
I think you just got it, man. You just got it. There's like nothing else you can do, man.
Yeah. Like how many shots did Vegas take the other night? Does anybody know off the top? Anybody in the chat? Anything like that?
I can look up those stats.
I'm like, I got it right here, but no, I don't.
Say, like, if you're gonna name a handful of goalies that could win you a playoff game, Carey Price is in the conversation. Carey Price has the ability to win them a game. He does, and he does. He is a great goalie. He does have to be better than he was in game 1, and I think that's crowd management, and that playing down at T-Mobile. I've never been to a game down there, but God, man, you can't be down there because I like Red Wing hockey. Allie, don't look at me like that because I don't go to.
I'm reading right now. I'm reading. I didn't know that was.
I saw that side eye.
That was the 90th career playoff victory for Fleury, moving him within 2 of Grant Furr for 3rd place on the all-time playoff wins list. I don't know the hockeys.
The answer to my question is 30 shots. He saw 30 shots. And
okay, I'm almost there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got to be better.
I think he's going to see a 30 ball every game, at least. But I also think there's going to be a game where he's going to see 35, 38.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a game where he sees 40 and lets in 1.
That's not.
I've been just saying,
so then he's going to see so many shots per game. 30 shots in a game. That's 10. That's 10 a period. Yeah, I just don't think he'll stop 30 shots. Well, he may stop 30 shots, but
I'm real curious.
Will he stop 31?
Right. I'm real curious on how they look tomorrow with a lead. VGK with a lead in the series. Do they take the foot off the gas pedal, so to speak?
Not in front of our fans. Not in front of our fans, especially they don't.
I hope not for the city's standpoint, because they'll lose their mind if they don't. But Canadians steal one here or something like that. I mean, and then you go to Montreal and it's crickets. There's no fans. There's no big guy cranking a horn or anything like that.
I think if they steal one, it would be Game 5. It's not going to be not this one though. I think if
they steal Game 5, then it comes back here for Game 7. Could you? I mean, the NHL needs ratings to compete with the NBA, to compete with anything for that matter. Could you imagine Game 7? I said this the other night. Just think about Game 7 in Vegas, Western Conference Finals, go to the Cup. I mean, that's ratings. That this city would be erupt. I don't care if it's on a Monday, what day Game 7 would fall on, but this city would be crazy.
I promise you there will not be a Morning Wood show the next day.
Absolutely not.
That.
Yeah,
I had to stop going out for full nights games because it's ruining my morning show at 10:30. So now I just go out for the first period. Like an adult, that's how I'm going. If the series goes 7, it's rigged.
I think
this is a good angle too. The Vegas has to travel to Canada, which we haven't done in a year. So there's that also. I get that. So
there's those angles, and I'm a conspiracy theorist guy, so I buy into that. They've never had to travel to Canada. It's a totally different atmosphere. They're going to come from Vegas, where the atmosphere is
electric.
It's electric, right? It's so cliche, but it is. It's electric.
Sorry,
that's fine.
Don't go there with me.
Right, but then they're going to go to Canada, play in Montreal. Fleury from Montreal. I mean, you're going to play there, and then it's like a practice facility, for Christ's sake. It's going to be nothing. They're not even letting. Right. It's so they're that. So does that mess with VGK's mental aspect? I'm a conspiracy theorist guy, so I go down that road, and I do think it goes Game 7 because I do think this shit is rigged. And I do think we are the guys behind the 8 ball. We should know it's rigged, and we should try and still find the spots that it's not.
Yeah, but see, in my head, because I coach, I just really feel like after tomorrow night for VGK, because tomorrow night's going to be electric. Not trying to beat that cliche, but in my head, because I've coached in front of big crowds, I've played in front of big crowds. It's probably gonna feel like a scrimmage in Canada. You're in front of 20,000.
I don't know, but now Fleury's back in his home place though. At the same time, I mean, they know what they have to do. They're professionals.
I'm not saying they're not gonna be able to get it done. I'm not saying they're gonna play well.
Momentum is a mother.
How many people can get in the arena there in Vegas?
All of them.
Everybody.
All of them.
All right, assholes. Cool. Every single person ever.
Everybody.
No, but you go from
like at capacity. We're at capacity. I don't know what we seat.
What's the numbers? What I'm asking.
I was thinking 18, but I'm not sure.
19,000. 18,000.
Okay, 18,000.
18. Steven says 18.
18,000 in what?
I got it.
9,000 outside, like they do at the NBA games.
Oh,
The
easily.
Sheba
MGM
Plaza,
Park,
baby.
Yeah,
You go
what do they call that? The park down there, or
30,000
whatever?
people
Toshiba
ish
Plaza, yeah.
to actually nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there'll be nobody outside. There'll be nobody
Yeah.
in the stands.
So
There'll
do
be
you think
no
maybe
extra facility like staff.
so
There's
then
no
do we
extra
look at
staff.
unders when we're in Montreal? Do we start looking at unders because
I
we
bet the
don't have that
under-
firepower?
I'm betting the under on every single one of these games because I believe in both goalies. Every
Yeah.
one
All
of them.
right.
Everyone. I'm surprised they went 4-1 yesterday. I was on Game Time Decision with the Twins yesterday,
Yeah.
and I picked the 2-1 final. I mean, these games are going to go to overtime. Everybody that thinks that the Knights are just going to come in and steamroll and score 5, 6, 7 goals a game, like you're the same guy that roots for a home run on every batter, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
This is not.
No, I'm with that.
But I think they're going to win
All
the
right.
series. I do. I think they're going to win the series. But
That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear.
yeah, there you
Go
go.
Knights, go!
Boom.
All right,
Wonder
guys,
Twin powers unite.
Yes.
That's what that is.
Well, we do have to wrap things up a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a whole lot. We got to wrap it on up here. But thank you to everyone in the chat for your fantastic comments. Sorry, we started off on a grody kind of a note there, but it's kind of been.
We got there though. We got there.
Yeah, we got there. We came right around to it. And then because we are, handicappers and stuff, picks for tomorrow. You think the 76ers win, but you're not sure they cover, and you like it to go over, right, Cam?
Yes.
You there, Lenny. What were you thinking?
here.
What do you think on the hockey game? You're taking it under tomorrow. Cam, what do you think on the total?
I agree with that total too. I think Price has to keep him in the game because, like we said, when you had got up and walked off, the difference in the lines, I think the first and second line of Vegas is far and away better than, and that's where the game can be won and lost for both teams, depending on what side you are. But yeah, I would go under. What's it, 5.5?
It's 5 now. It went down from 5.5.
I don't like the 5.
Everyone was taking it over today. I did a total chaos, and everyone was going over the 5 today because, like, first game's the feel-out game, second game we're throwing our gloves down, kind of a thing. So it was today. Everyone was going over.
I think there'll be more feel-out in Game 2 than there was in Game 1.
I don't think there's going to be 4 minutes or whatever it was of an empty net. For sure in this game. I do think Vegas will win. I'm not going to take anything on the game. I'm not going to take the big juice line.
No.
I don't trust them to lay a puck line. Because I think
and you can't take. I'm not taking that dog either. It just leaves you with the total.
No,
I got a future on the Canadians, so I'm already right.
I think the Canadians know, if they come in and get rolled again, they may not come back to Vegas.
They're definitely coming back to Vegas. They are not getting swept. I don't know what the line is on that. I bet you some steroids, human growth hormone, some CBD, and a shot of whiskey. They are not getting swept.
But they will win the series, and that's what it's all about. That's what we really care about at the end of the day.
That's what's important.
All right, guys.